In today's video, we're going to check out the original Samsung cases made for the S25 series of devices. This is how Samsung envisions their devices to look. So we're going to take a look at cases that are made for the S25 Ultra, but they're available for the standard S25 as well as the S25 Plus, and they are available in different colors. So let's go ahead and check them out and see how they look on our S25 Ultra. This is TK. Let's check them out. Like and subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell icon so that you're always notified to whenever we have new videos for you on the channel. And here we have them. These are all the cases that we're going to take a look at. Yes, I've already opened the boxes at the bottom. We're going to take a look at the silicone case here in this color. We have a flip suite case that also has a special cover on the back that allows us to change the wallpaper. The next one is their kind suite, which essentially is their version or the new style of what they're looking kind of like that fake leather experience. We have the nice little standing flip grip case as well, the clear case on the side here, as well as we also have the rugged case. So literally should be one for everything. I think the only one that I'm missing is the clear case with a magnetic connector on the back, and that one unfortunately was not available at the time we me getting it. But for the most part, essentially it's a clear case with MagSafe ring on the back. And of course, one thing to mention before we start checking out all these cases is I do have a glass protector installed on my S25 Ultra. This is the Banks glass protector that also has the same non-reflective material for our device, so it mimics what the functionality is for the S25 Ultra. Also, it works perfectly fine with the fingerprint sensor. You just have to re-register it and turn on extra sensitivity under the display settings so that all the touch functionalities work absolutely the same way as you expect them to work on your brand new device. But let's not waste any time. We're going to go ahead and start on the left here with the clear case and then go all the way down to our rugged case at the end. So the clear case is pretty straightforward. It's a minimal case. It does not add a lot of thickness, and you'll notice there's an opening at the bottom here. It does cover the actual power button and the volume rocker, and it does provide us a slight different experience here where it covers the entire main sensors and additional sensors on the side separately. The beautiful thing about it, obviously, it's a clear case. It's also a minimalistic case, which means using it or adding it to your device should not add that much thickness. Let's go ahead and put this over the sensors. Make sure that it actually runs in there. And one of the biggest differences from last year to this year is that we now have that more protruding or basic prominent look on the sensors on the side. Very thin, almost as thin as the actual device, an opening for the microphones on top. Of course, button, volume marker, and power button configuration, no issues at all. And on the bottom, it's pretty much a straight opening, providing us protection on the side with access to the S Pen, but an opening entirely here so we can still access the actual SIM tray in case we need to change our SIM. But if you want to be able to pick up your phone, your pen, just push it in, remove it. When you're done, push it down. Again, allows us to enjoy our device, and it's a beautiful case, very, very nice. Now, this obviously will support wireless charging, but no Mag connection. So there is no configuration where this will stick to the actual unit. But in case we want to be able to test it out, charging works perfectly, as you saw there. Let's go ahead and give it a second. Here, this is where we need to kind of align it. Wireless charging works absolutely fantastic, but unfortunately does not connect. Very nice and very simple. Again, a very minimalistic clear case provides protection and still the ability of enjoying our device color and of course aesthetics. The next case we're going to take a look at is called the Flip Suite case, which allows us to actually customize the experience. And the nice thing about this, you're actually able to buy these case covers on the back separately and provides you the ability of incorporating them into what pretty much looks like a bumper case that incorporates these two. When it looks like we have two separate backs in here, let's go ahead and check them out. Now, as you see there, it actually looks absolutely much more exciting than what we even saw with the picture on the back of the case. As I've talked to you guys about before, this is pretty much a bumper case on the side with the two covers that we get in the box. Directly in here, they're covered, and what you'll notice essentially is they were separated by paper. There's one that says do it for fun, and then one that just basically gives us that nice little, I would call it a glass effect on the back of it, which again also provides us a nice little cover on the back here to keep the actual backing very clean. And this one actually also gives us the ability of customizing the wallpaper on our device. Both of them do include a nice little cover on the back so you're able to actually keep it clean once you're installing it on your device. And the bumper case for the most part is pretty straightforward. It's a rigid bumper case, provides us covers for the volume and the power button, and pretty clean on the left side. On the bottom, access to the full size, of course, for the USB-C, and of course the S Pen and the microphones at the top. All we have to do at this point is pretty straightforward. First and foremost, we'll pick the design that we want. I'm going to go with the do it for fun section. And I want to show you guys real quick here. So what we have right now is my Goku wallpaper. This is the wallpaper that I have right now. So you see right there, this is my current lock screen wallpaper. If I put this on and just allow it to actually connect to the back of the unit itself, it'll actually activate and turn on this functionality. It's almost like a built-in NFC function that loves to run right away. It does not change the lock, It does not change the home screen wallpaper, especially if you're using a custom launcher like I am, but overall it works absolutely fantastic. Now, let's go ahead and remove this real quick. We'll lock the screen one more time. The second backing that we have in here does not seem to have any pattern on it, and actually that permeates to the actual unit. So when you put this one on your device, it does not change the lock screen. Also, one thing to mention is the moment you remove the custom backing here, this one that says do it for fun, it goes back to the standard lock screen wallpaper that you had. So it's a very much interactive. Again, you can customize it, change it, fits directly into our bumper case, provides us the protection on the back of the unit, raised experience here directly on the actual cameras, and of course, a raised experience around the other sensors as well on the side. The protection from the bumper case covers us entirely. I still have my glass protector and it works perfectly fine with that. Again, fingerprint sensor works, everything just the way you'd expect it. And my hope essentially is that we're going to see a lot more options for this type of cases. Now, this one is considered to be what their leather case is going to be. It has that faux leather experience, the vegan leather on the back. It's tightly connected and it does not feel the way it feels on the inside, which is more of a suede experience, much easier. And last but not least, of course, there's going to be different options available for the colors, but also available for the different sizes of the S25, S25 Plus. Using this with the device is pretty straightforward. Just align it to your phone, connect it, and then put it in. It does provide us a little bit of a raised lip on the front to cover the display, and of course if you're not using a protector, but this one works great with it. We have accent or matching accent coloring here on the buttons for the power and the volume rocker. A raised experience with more of a, almost like a gold experience looking here on the side, and of course a raised experience directly for the sensors on the side. And on the bottom, opening for the S Pen, pretty straightforward. You just push it in. Once it pops up, you're able to extract it. And of course, we have access directly into what we're seeing here for the USB-C, the microphone, and of course the bottom firing speaker. Clean experience on the side and of course on the back. Wireless charging should not be an issue, but unfortunately no magnetic connector on the side on this, so there's no MagSafe configuration. This is one of the things that I noticed that a lot of the cases from Samsung do not include that with the exception of one, and that one's actually super, super popular. A lot of people pick that up right away. But this, again, very nice, very minimalistic, and again gives us that leather feeling that we've always wanted. A few different options available as far as colors, but this one looked like the best. Of course, we have the Samsung wording on the back. Now switching it over to the standing grip case, this one we've seen in the past. There's a slight variation on it this year, is that the actual color itself, from what you're seeing here, does not permeate to the side. The side is actually pretty much like the clear case that we saw before. Opening on the bottom, pretty much open the same exact way, and for the most part, we now have access to this option. Now, obviously, it does lock, so you have the ability of using it to actually as basically a kickstand. It does not work very well on the side, on the back, because it's sitting sideways. So there's something to keep in mind. And of course, once you don't want to lock it, you just pop it back, and it goes to be very nice. The nice part about this is that we can see the sizes of our device. That's going to be the nice option. We don't have a way of seeing the backing of our device other than just between the sensors on the back. Few options as far as the color, very straightforward as far as the actual opening. You just insert your fingers and you're ready to go. It's very easy, very rugged, and of course, very strong. Now this one, of course, is the color of the actual case. This is not the color of my device, although it just happens to match. You'll notice that the color is a little bit different here. It's a little bit more reflective here than the blue that we have there. To lock it, you just grab it, make sure you push and push down, and it locks into space, and it becomes very easy. Again, holds our phone in both landscape experiences. It just, unfortunately, let's put this sideways, it does not work the other side because it's sitting sideways, it's not centered. So that's one thing to keep in mind. It should work perfectly fine for right-handed or left-handed experiences, depending on how you use your phone. And of course, when you don't need it, just push on it over in the front here, remove, get it go straight, and it works really, really nice. Now, wireless charging should not be an issue because it does actually have an opening on the side, so wireless configuration should perfectly work fine. If you're a fan of this type of cases, this is definitely going to work really nice. Just again, easily opened up, and of course it locks into space. When you don't need it, it goes back to being flat, and it works great. Now, the last couple of cases look very similar, but they obviously provide us different functionalities. We have the silicone case in this configuration, or at least in the color that we have in here. It's pretty much a clean plastic on the inside, soft material on the sides, as well as on the back. Coverage for the volume rocker and the power button, and of course opening for the port. And again, similar experience to what we've seen before. It's kind of like almost like separating the three clusters of cameras and the two sensors on the side and the cameras, of course. Inserting your device should be pretty straightforward. Just make sure that it aligns correctly with the sensor on the top. Very clean, very simple. Again, a little more grippy than some of the cases that we have in there, but it provides us a very nice look. The color of the buttons match the case. Beautiful. Different color options available, of course. Opening on the bottom, everything looks absolutely fantastic. And of course, last but not least, configuration for wireless charging should be perfectly fine, although no magnetic connectors. That's something to keep in mind. but it looks really, really nice. The next case we're going to take a look at here, this is going to be the rugged case. This is going to be the best experience you're able to get from Samsung to protect your phone. Now this case includes a couple of interesting experiences. It's see-through through the sides, coverage for the power button and the volume rocker, colored again, same as the case itself. We have basically impact shock absorption functions on the corners of the case, as well as an opening for the microphones at the top, similar experience on the bottom, and of course full access to the S Pen on the back. Now this one, unfortunately, we do not get the chance to see the full backing of our device, and once you have it inserted, of course, works perfectly great with glass protectors. There's a little bit of a separation at the end here between it and the actual display, but it does provide us that little raised experience so that when you're putting your phone down, it does not sit on the actual display. The glass protector does a good job protecting it. We have Samsung sitting on the side on here, volume rocker, power button again, covered, but matching the color of the case. On the actual unit, of course, we can just unlatch. And last but not least, of course, accessing the S Pen, as you notice right there, it's open a little bit more to the side. So you can actually grab it, remove the S Pen, put it back in. Looks really, really nice. Now this one, unfortunately, I did not see any additional colors available, but this one again is the rugged case from Samsung, made for the S25 series of devices. Wireless charging should not be an issue. Again, it is not thick enough for it to have given problems, but unfortunately, again, no magnetic configuration. Now Samsung provides us a lot of different experiences when it comes down to their cases. There's literally something for everybody. If you're looking for a clear case that has a grip on the back, you get the grip option there. If you want to have a clear case with a MagSafe configuration on the back, they do have one there. They also have obviously a few options. There's a leather option. The Flip Suite ones are the more unique and customizable ones, because you can buy the base case, and then additionally, once they start having additional options, you're able to pick up additional options as well in the future. And of course, they should be available for the rest of the series, the standard S25, S25 Plus as well. At the end of the day, I hope that you found something in this video that fits your style to protect your device. Like and subscribe as usual. Thank you very much for the support. I will see you in the next video.